Formative review, equivalent fractions, number line, equivalent whole numbers, and comparing fractions. So let's look at equivalent fractions. So here we have 2/4 shaded in. The other fraction is 6/8. So if we shade in 6 pieces, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So are these equivalent fractions? Is this the same amount that is over here? So is this the same? Are these the same amounts? Well, if we look, they're not the same amounts. That this is a smaller fraction than this, which is 6/8. So 2/4 is not equivalent to 6/8. So we're going to put not equivalent. All right, 1/2, is it equivalent to 2/6? Well, let's color in 2 of the 6. So does this amount match this amount? Well, if we look, they are not the same amount. 1/2 is actually a bigger fraction than 2/6. So the fractions are not equivalent, not equal to each other. All right, equivalent fractions on a number line. So if we look here, they have actually broken up the number line into thirds. So this bottom is broken up into thirds, and the top is broken up into 6. So if we look here, and we only have to fill in the 6. So we look, we have 1 6, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6. Okay. So it says is 2/3 and 5/6 equivalent? Well, if I look on this number line, and I look to see what fractions are lined up with each other, I can see that 5/6 is not lined up with 2/3. That actually 4/6 is lined up with 2/3. So the fractions are not equivalent. They're not equal to each other. All right, let's do another one. Here's the number line. The bottom one is broken up into eighths. The top is broken up into fourths. So let's fill in this number line. So I have 1/4, 2/4, and then 3/4. And if I look, the bottom is broken up into eighths. So I'm looking for, is 2/8 equivalent or equal to 1/4? Well, if I look here, are they lined up with each other on the number line? Well, yes. 1/4 is lined up on the top of 2/8. So that means that 1/4 and 2/8 are equivalent. They are equal to each other. Let's try another one. So I have 2/4 is equivalent. Is it equivalent to 1/2? Well, the bottom part is broken up into fourths, and the top is going to be broken up into halves. So this one, let's label this 1/2. So if I look, is 2/4 and 1/2 lined up on the number line together? And if you look, they are. So that means that 2/4 is equivalent or equal to 1/2. All right, relate fractions and whole numbers. Okay, so we're going to look at a number line so that we can easily look and see the whole numbers. So here we have 1 6, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6, and this is going to be 6 6, 7 6, 8 6, 9 6, 10 6, 11 6, and then the last one would be 12 6. Okay, so the top of the number line is broken up into 6. The bottom of the number line is broken up into thirds. So we have 1/3, 2/3. This would be 3/3, which is equal to the whole number of 1. 4/3, 5/3, and then this is going to be 6/3, which is equal to the whole number of 2. So here we're looking at making a whole number of 1. So if we look at a whole number of 1, we're going to have what? If it has 1 on the bottom, and I'm looking at how to make this like we're trying to look for an equivalent fraction to the whole number of 1. So here we know that 6 6 is equal to the whole number of 1. But what else is equal to the whole number of 1? Well, if we look, we have 3/3. 3/3 is equal to the whole number of 1. And then we also have, we can put 1/1 is equal to the whole number of 1. All right, let's look at the 2. So I could do what? 6/3 is equal to 2, right? Because 6 divided by 3 is 2. I can also do what? 2 over 1. Very good. So 2 over 1 is also equal to 2. And then 12, right? Here, the 12, 6 is divided, if 12 divided by 6 is also 2. So that's how we're looking for fractions that are equivalent to whole numbers. All right, let's look at another example. So I have 16 halves is equal to 8 ones, which is equal to what? So let's look at this. 16 divided by 2, right? What is 16 divided by 2? Well, that would be 8, right? And then here, 8 divided by 1, which is again going to be 8. So 16 divided by, or 16 halves and 8 ones is equivalent or equal to 8. And always remember that anytime you see a 1 on the bottom, that is always going to be equal to that number that's up on top. That's going to be the whole number. All right, let's try another one. 16 fourths is equal to 12 thirds, which is equal to what whole number? So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So the whole number here is 4. So 16 fourths and 12 thirds is equivalent to 4. All right, comparing fractions with the same denominator. All right, so whenever you look at a number that has the same denominator, you're always going to pick the number on the top that has the biggest number. Okay, so I'm going to show you why. Because if we have 5, 6, so let's color in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then let's color in 2. 1, 2. So the reason why we always pick the bigger number on top when my denominators match is because that bigger number is always going to be more. So 5, 6 is greater than 2, 6. 1/3, 3/3. Let's color it in. So I have 1/3, and then let's color in 3/3. Which one is greater than? 3/3. So 1/3 is less than 3/3.